Did Monday give you the blues? Let's turn that frown upside down. Because this is Grail Call Monday. You're in the right spot. Sit tight, hang out, because we're unboxing that Walking Dead Grail, and we're checking that off the hunt list for the year. So stay tuned. We're turning that frown upside down. Monday's over. It's time to hang. It's time to chill. It's time to unwind. Because you know what? Mondays just keep serving up a double whammy every time. Every time. Mondays are going to get you, but we're here to unwind. And I cannot wait to dip into this box. I'm excited. Hope you guys are too. We'll welcome everybody in the chat in just a second. Did y'all get to see Let There Be Carnage? The trailer dropped today. Venom 2 trailer dropped. What did you guys think? Did you guys catch the trailer? Did you not catch it yet? Ooh, are you excited as I am? Because it's Multiple Comic Monday on Instagram. Ooh, yes. And you know I posted something up. So who's all hanging out tonight? Come on, Mama. Good to see you. Thanks for being here as always. Don Davis, great to see you. Gonna walk these nuts now. Gonna walk dead. Say that 5 times fast. What's up, Seaman? Thanks for being here. Thank you for your service. I don't have a joke there right now. Perry Comics, good to see you, man. What's going on? C3 Comics, keep it comics, man. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. It looks okay. I get you, Don. Okay. I went right to the Sony YouTube page, and the trailer there was much better quality than where I was finding it at. What's up, everybody? C3 says, I did not think there was some venom in these nuts. Ooh. Boy, oh boy, Seaman. Can't get any lower with that one, huh? The trailer was pretty cool. Absolutely. I liked it. At first, I was a little reserved. I was like, man, this just doesn't look quite right. And I realized I was watching it on some affiliate or somebody that reposted it, so the picture quality wasn't as great as it could have been. Boy, and I don't even have my blade out right now. I was not prepared for Monday. That's what she said. Absolutely. You know, what a Monday. What a Monday. We're going to get into this box in just a minute here, but you know, I hate to brag. I really hate to brag. But every time I go to the grocery store, you know what? Those cashiers are always checking me out. Zuni, good to see you. Thanks for being here. A little fist bump action for Monday. I am not Mr. Burrito. I am actually trying a local blend. Let's give Monday the pinky finger. This is actually a double IPA from a local brewery. Love checking out local breweries. And Mr. Seaman says, boo. Yeah, I'd boo me too if I was on the other end of this. Captain Comics. Good to see you, man. Ahoy, mates and mermaids. Absolutely one of my favorite openings when somebody walks in the door. Good to see you, man. Thank you for being here. Flying that pirate frag. Yeah, Monday's got me tongue-tied. Absolutely. They are on a roll. Yep. On a roll for booing me. Absolutely. So I'm going to keep rambling while I dig into this box. And I did kind of a terrible thumbnail. I did a terrible job with this thumbnail. I ended up not even really being able to see anything. But this is a Walking Dead Grail that I was meaning to pick up this year. Didn't quite know if the timing was just right. Walking Dead books were going crazy. And then the rest of the market caught up and everything else is going crazy. I am definitely happy to add this to collection and check that off the list for the year. No, it's definitely semen. It's canned or bottle. It's actually canned. So a lot of the local breweries around here in Michigan use the full pint cans. That's pretty awesome. Yeah. It's One Well Brewery, man. Legion Comics. Thanks for being here. Good to see you, man. We are Legion. Hope all is well on your Monday. You're having a good evening. If you guys don't know Legion Comics, be sure to check out his channel. Did an awesome end of week show last night. that I cannot wait to finish watching on the replay. Absolutely. And let's see how this is packaged, actually, because that's the fun part. Oh, got a little invoice. Definitely don't want to look at that. This is actually packaged quite well. That's what she said. Absolutely. This is looking pretty good. Definitely some good bubble wrap. Ooh. Few different layers. Excellent packing job by this individual. 2 layers of bubble wrap on the bottom before the book even went in, and then several layers on top. Yes, Comic Burrito. It's actually called Whoppy, and the double IPA is called the Sloppy Whoppy. So, hence, Whoppy and then Sloppy Whoppy, single IPA, double IPA kind of deal. But yeah, I'm sampling that. And what's up, JLS Comics? Thanks for being here. We are dipping into a Walking Dead Grail that I'm so glad I could check off the list this year. What do we have in here? Well, we have, of course, the Walking Dead #1 CGC. Well, I'll show you the grade. If I could get it out here. That's also what she said. Ooh. Oh, there's a little peekaboo 9.8. But it's not just any Walking Dead. It's an Image First Walking Dead CGC 9.8. I trolled y'all. Seriously. There's no way I'm going to be able to knock out Walking Dead #1 9.8 this year. That book has skyrocketed. I think the last one I was watching at auction was over $3,000. I was lucky enough to get this for like $50 shipped. So I am going to take this as a win for 2021 on the hunt list, and I am going to check off The Walking Dead #1 9.8 as a personal grail because this counts for me. And it's one of the earlier ones. This is from 2012. So it's one of the earlier iterations of the Image First. Don't think there's a ton on the census, but then again, it's a dollar book. There's probably a billion of them out there. You never know. I think there's a bit of a niche when it comes to these Image First when they're so new. By new, I mean series gets released, #1 is out. The first or second iteration of the Image First book, people are still buying, trading, collecting, and reading the original cover A, first printing, to the point where these don't get printed very heavily, in my opinion. The first and second series or iterations. Think Saga, the 2012 and the 2014, and how lowly printed those were. And so I have a feeling that there's not a ton of these on the census. And if I remember correctly, I actually looked, and there weren't many at all, but it doesn't make it valuable. Scarcity doesn't always make a book valuable, right? So I'm definitely checking this off the list. I am going to throw in the towel unless something crazy happens or unless something absolutely amazing happens and I get better at selling some comic books and let go of some stuff that's not part of my PC. I don't think I'm going to actually make a run for the first print in a 9.8 because I just don't know where that ceiling is on that book. I just don't know where the ceiling is on that book. I will not spend $3,000 on a comic book, Mr. Seaman. I will flip my way there. The comic with the most cover versions is Walking Dead #1. Yes, we did actually talk about that. Oops, not too long ago. I forget what show or what channel we were on. But that's it. Chalking this up as a big win, a big $50 win for 2021 hunt list because I made that hunt list at the last November and December. Started setting myself up for 2021 when that book was still creeping down towards $2,000 and hoping it would fall below 2. And I don't remember what actually happened. I don't remember what news. I don't really follow The Walking Dead much as far as the TV show. I just know that at some point during the holiday season or just after the holiday season, the first printing of Walking Dead 1 took off again. And not just slowly, not just a slow climb, but it like took off. And it was a matter of a month or two. It was a matter of a month or two before that first printing was back up higher. And I was like, okay, well, wait a second. Do I ride this out or do I wait? Next thing I know, it's like $3,000 or higher. It's a blue chip, pretty much must have indie cover, in my opinion, indie book in a 9.8. It's kind of like a must have for my collection. So at some point, one of these days, I will move some books in a fashion that will pay for that for the collection. We had it originally. We had it originally when my wife and I were first dating. We purchased it, and I remember purchasing it for like a paltry $300 or $400. I'm like, oh, this is the most I've ever spent on a comic book, and it's crazy. Turned around, sold it, and it paid for the entire open bar at our wedding. I do not regret selling that ever to this day. That was an amazing, it was an amazing sale. But my heart is attached to that book. My heart is attached to the Walking Dead series. I'm not as much of a fan of the show as I am of the book. I'm a massive fan of the book, and I would love reading that, especially those deluxe versions that are coming out every other week. I'd love rereading that story issue to issue in full cover. Absolutely do. So my heart really lies right here. And I should have uploaded the original 9.8 that we had. I had a picture of it. It was in this wooden frame that you see back here. That's where I originally bought that wooden frame. Back in the day, eBay comic sellers used to make those by hand, and there was a couple of them that were kind of known on eBay as people that would make those would make those frames with the museum quality UV protective glass, the UV blocking glass. I bought that frame specifically for that Walking Dead #1. Something else resides in there now. Eventually, I will get that Walking Dead again. But it just doesn't seem like 2021 is going to be the year to flip my way to that book. It's nuts. It is nuts. So, like I said, chalking it up as a $50 win, scratching it off the hunt list for 2021. And unless something crazy happens, either i.e. winning the lottery, or I absolutely end up having to move some of these books that are, in the collection, but not necessarily attached to my heart or the personal collection, so to speak. So we'll see. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm not going to walk. No, unless I win the lottery, I'm not going to just walk out and pay cash for a $3,000 book. I'm going to have to flip my way to that. That's how it's going to have to be. Either that, or I make like a 2, 3, 4 year plan, putting away a little bit after a little bit. And that's hopefully if the book stabilizes. In this current market, things are nuts. There's nothing stable. It's just everything is either going up by 3 or 4 fold, or it's just on a steady climb. Think Saga. If you've been paying attention to Saga, you realize that Saga's just it's had a very slow climb, and now just recently it's got a little bit more of a climb. There's been some more movement, and there's been some more action on that. So Walking Dead #1 is either going to be a long game, the first printing. Would love to be able to get the black ink printed mature readers on there. Would love to be able to find one of those. A little bit harder to find. But that's either going to be a long-term game, saving up for that, or possibly flipping some books. So let me hit up this chat again really quick. I've already been rambling for more than 10 minutes. Still a good looking book. Absolutely. I love these image first books. Honestly, I really do. They're a great dollar reprint for people that weren't able to grab it to begin with to read. So I feel like the collectability of these image first is kind of back and forth a little bit. They're dollar books. People don't really treat them with care. So to be able to get them in 9.8, unless somebody's buying up short boxes of these when they're first printed, it's not going to be easy. This is 2012. We're talking 9-year-old book already. So whatever's on the CGC census in 9.8 is what's there to stay. But I don't see there being a massive upward tick in 9.8s, because let alone, you got to have demand. There's not a high demand for those image first prints of Walking Dead yet. But it's one of those things where people are getting priced out of that book, and as they continue to get priced out of that book, it continues to go up. Collectors are going to start looking for other routes and other alternate ways of collecting Walking Dead. And there's a gajillion covers for #1. So this probably will never be more than a $50 book, but it's something to think about, something to chew on. It's really interesting. But man, my heart's racing to sit here and bam, chalking it off the list for this year. That means we're making really good progress, and we're more than halfway done on that list. More than halfway done. So back with the chat really quick. Absolutely not gonna. The comic with the most cover versions is Walking Dead #1. Absolutely. Should look nice next to those sagas back there. That's actually really cool. Those saga image first back there, the 12, the 14, and the 17. If I remember correctly, it was the 17. Aggressively relaxing. What's good? Thanks for being here on a Monday night. Let's give Monday the finger. Let's give Monday the pinky finger. And no, that we're off to a good start because Monday is over. Hopefully Monday 2.0 doesn't get back up in there. What's up, Perry? Absolutely. Perry is in the house. Hoarder's Hide is in the house too. Picked up Invincible Image first in the dollar bin the other day. I think that's a solid score. Solid score because Invincible went underneath the radar for a long time and then became a blue chip book. But it was still affordable as a blue chip book. Not so much anymore. So we'll see where other collectors turn to fill those voids as far as Invincible goes. And Invincible didn't have anywhere near the variants that Walking Dead did. So those Image First Invincibles might pick up a lot more steam going forward. You never know. Biggie Shack, what's good, man? New World Order Comics. Thanks for being here. Andy No Bandy, absolutely. Plus, the graders are going to protect that 9.8 market. That's funny. That's actually pretty funny. What's Forrest Gump? His Google password? 1Forrest1. Nice. Good stuff, man. That's always a classic. That's technically the second print. Ooh. What's that? The Invincible one? That would technically be the second print as an Image First. It's interesting that the Image First books aren't considered second, third, fourth, or fifth print. They're just their own little thing. So, yeah. But that's Monday Mail Call. For everybody still hanging out watching, there's a couple of big announcements coming up. We've hit up this chat. We've opened a box. This is Grail Call Monday, hanging out. Absolutely cool. I love being able to open these things. And you guys saw how awesome the packaging was on that for a $50 Image First slab. That was by far some of the best packaging for a slab I've seen or I've received in there's actually been a lot of really good packaging, but that's up there. That's really up there with excellent packaging for a $50 book. I've paid 10 times that for books and gotten way worse packaging in the past. So that's really cool to see. Absolutely. Announcements. Thanks for hanging out again. Some big announcements coming up. Speaking of getting comfortable with letting go of books and selling some books, this Friday, it's coming up already, and I am so ill-prepared. This Friday, coming up on Skeph's Comic Knowledge channel. Nice package. Pause. Absolutely. JLS. That's what she said. This Friday on Skeph's Comic Knowledge channel, we are doing another live auction claim sale. We had such a blast doing this on Skeph's channel a number of weeks ago, and I was, moving some books to other homes, some books that I just wasn't interested in keeping. I had such a blast that I'm willing to go through all this other stuff and look for high-grade copies, anything else that people are really interested in. I got a ton of variants that I'm not interested in keeping that I'm sure I can find other homes for at 50% off of what you'd pay for them on the store's website and on other places. So that's big. That's this Friday, the live auction and claim sale on Skeph's Comic Knowledge channel, starting at 8:30, meaning we're going to click that live button at 8:30 and we're going to get everybody riled up. We're going to have a good time. We're going to start selling stuff as soon as we can. Because that auction stuff is a blast. It really is a good time. Other big announcement going on is I'm putting it together tonight. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to record it. I'm going to do a top 50 comics. There's been a ton of fun to be had. I was watching through Alex the Comic Hoarder's full playlist, about halfway through it right now. I think I watched Vincent McLean's The Comic Machine and like one other one after that. And about halfway through that. And that was actually a ton of fun to see where people are at with their collections, what their top 50 is. So I'm really looking forward to recording that tonight. Spoilers, pretty much everything behind me is going to be in that top 50 list to one degree or another. Yeah, but I'm going to do that. That sounds like a ton of fun and probably going to take me a number of days to edit that and then get it uploaded. So hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. You'll see when it drops. And then we're doing it. We are doing that quest, not just the quest, but the journey to 1,000 subscribers. So it's just ticking away every couple of days. There's another every couple of days. And it's like this sweet, slow grind that's going really well. And we're so close that we're within like 100 some odd subscribers of 1,000. So I'm going to coin it right now. I'm going to call it the Slabaganza. The journey to 1,000 subscribers, Comic Man Andy Slabaganza giveaway. And I'm going to put together a big old stack of slabs to give away, and it's going to be a really good time. It'll be one of those ones where I record it, edit it, drop it. Everybody comments down in that section. And then at a later date, when we hit that 1,000 mark, we'll do a live stream giveaway where everybody comes and hangs out and we spin that wheel. So that's going to be a ton of fun. But that's Mail Call Monday. Who else got hanging? Who did I miss anybody coming in? Announcement D's Nuts definitely announcing something. It's going to be epic. Absolutely. It does sound like fun. And C3 is giving that thumbs up. I wish StreamYard would carry the emojis over. For some reason, it doesn't. And I don't think I missed anybody. But the happy Monday, everybody. Happy Grail Call Monday. The hardest part of the week is over. So you can hit the ground running tomorrow with a big smile on your face and some great energy. Because it's going to be a good time, right? Thanks for recharging me. Hope you guys are recharged and had a great week. Y'all know how I'm going to do it, right? We go peace out. We go pinkies out. We'll catch y'all on the flip side for the next video. You know the most important part. All day, every week. Cue it up.
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty. I love gold.